Imagine holding a document that proves everything we know about human history is a lie. In 1929, inside a dusty library in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, researchers stumbled upon a fragment of a gazelle skin map dated 1513. It was signed by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis. At first glance, it appears to be a beautiful relic of the Age of Discovery, showing the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding continents with remarkable detail. But look closer at the bottom edge. There, stretching across the southern horizon, is a coastline that should not exist. It is the coast of Antarctica. Now here is where the logic of our accepted reality begins to shatter into 1,000 pieces. Official history, the kind you were taught in school, tells us that Antarctica was not discovered until 1820 by a Russian expedition. That is a 300-year gap that shouldn't be possible. But the anomaly goes far deeper than a simple discrepancy in dates. The Piri Reis map doesn't just show the silhouette of Antarctica, it shows the Queen Maud Land coast as it looks without any ice. It depicts intricate mountain ranges, flowing rivers, and deep bays that are currently buried under a mile-thick sheet of solid glacier. To see that coastline as it appears on this 16th century map, you would have to go back at least 6,000 years to a time before the ice cap formed over the continent. Some geologists suggest the ice has been there for millions of years, making the map's existence even more haunting. For decades, the consensus among historians was dismissive. They argued that Piri Reis was simply a talented compiler who made a series of fortunate errors. He openly admitted in his notes that his map was a composite of 20 different source charts, some of which he claimed dated back to the time of Alexander the Great. Critics suggested the southern landmass was merely a distorted version of the South American coastline, bent to fit the shape of the parchment, or perhaps a representation of the Terra Australis Incognita, a mythical southern land that Renaissance mapmakers imagined must exist to balance the world. They told us to ignore the terrifying precision of the map's longitudinal coordinates. You see, calculating longitude requires a level of mathematical sophistication and a precise timekeeping instrument called a marine chronometer, which wasn't invented until the 1700s. Yet here is a map from 1513 using spherical trigonometry that we only mastered centuries later. The false security of the mistake theory crumbled in 1949. A joint British-Swedish-Norwegian expedition conducted a seismic survey of the Antarctic ice cap. They used sonar to peer through the ice and map the actual shape of the ground beneath. The results were chilling. The subglacial topography of Queen Maud Land matched the geographic details on the Piri Reis map with a precision that defies explanation. The mountains and plateaus on the map were exactly where the sonar found them, hidden under the ice. This isn't a lucky guess, it is a technical impossibility. In 1960, the United States Air Force Reconnaissance Technical Squadron reviewed the map and issued a stunning statement. The geographic detail shown in the lower part of the map agrees very remarkably with the results of the seismic profile. They concluded that they had no idea how this data could be reconciled with the geographical knowledge of 1513. So we are left with a glitch in history. If the sources Piri Reis used were truly ancient, who were the original cartographers? Mainstream science struggles to provide an answer that doesn't involve rewriting our entire past. Professor Charles Hapgood proposed a radical theory that the Earth's crust once shifted, moving Antarctica from a temperate zone to the pole. He suggested that an advanced seafaring civilization mapped the globe during this period and then vanished. We are taught that human history is a straight, ascending line from primitive hunter-gatherers to the masters of the digital age. But the Piri Reis map suggests a cycle, a peak of human achievement that was erased by a planetary cataclysm we are only beginning to understand. It forces us to ask, what else have we forgotten? If our ancestors could see through the ice and map the world with satellite-level accuracy 10,000 years ago, what happened to them? Were they watching the stars, or were they watching their world end? This map isn't just a guide to the sea, it's a ghost of a world that died before our records even began. What if the Age of Discovery wasn't the beginning of our story, but merely the desperate rediscovery of a world we lost in the deep dark of the past? If you're ready to question the narrative and peek behind the curtain of accepted history, follow the Chronos Anomalies. Was this map a fluke of imagination, or is it the ultimate evidence of a lost super civilization? Let's debate in the comments.